NJWeedman, you're in the news again. Tell me what happened.
Yes, on April Fool's Day, 2010, I was pulled over and arrested by a New Jersey state trooper. Basically, I pulled up at a light, state trooper pulled up next to me. I looked over at him, he looked at me. I knew right then and there I was getting pulled over. I knew right then and there I was getting arrested. As soon as the light turned green, I drive up the highway another half a mile or so. He slid in behind me, turned his lights on, pulled me over.
Come on out of the car.
Okay.
And go right back there.
Driver's white male, date of birth 05/1979. Reason for the stop.
Yes. Listen, I give breaks, all right? You're making me even more nervous. Lean on that car, okay?
He asked me to search the car, if he could search the car. I said no.
Will you give me consent to search that car? I need an answer from you.
Yeah.
What? It's a no?
No.
Okay.
Instead, I was placed under arrest, and he obtained a search warrant anyway, and they found a pound of medicinal marijuana in my trunk. So now I'm facing this court case, this indictment in New Jersey, and I plan on using the jury nullification defense. I plan on actively fighting this, representing myself, and using the jury to get myself off.
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a medicinal marijuana provider. Every day I provide marijuana to medical marijuana patients here in Hollywood, California.
You live in California and you own a medicinal marijuana dispensary and you're a grower. So you're being charged with what again?
Possession of marijuana over 50 grams with intent to distribute.
So what is the penalty?
12 years.
How many kids do you have? 5?
Yes, I have 5 kids. I take care of my kids. What would putting me in prison do to my kids?
So you're currently fighting an indictment in New Jersey and you're representing yourself?
Yes, I'm representing myself because I want to be able to speak to the jury. I want to let the jury know exactly where I'm coming from. I want to be able to question the witnesses myself. I want to put on a case that the law is wrong and not I. Lawyers generally will not do a jury nullification case. They've signed oaths and they have their own allegiances to the state and to the law that they will not present a jury nullification case. But if I represent myself, I can present to the jury that the law is wrong, not I.
Jury nullification. So tell me, what is jury nullification?
Jury nullification is a legal doctrine that allows a jury to judge a law as well as the facts. The jury can base its verdict on its conscience and on the ills or the whims of society. And in this case, the issue of marijuana legalization, more than 50% of Americans believe that marijuana should be legal. I believe it would be very easy to get 2 or 3 of them on my jury. If I get 2 or 3 on my jury that believe that marijuana should be legal, and I put on a case that the marijuana laws are wrong, that's all I'm asking for, one jury just to stand his ground and say not guilty. I mean, plenty of us sit around and we talk and smoke and, you know, talk about how marijuana should be legal. Well, that's what I'm hoping, that one of my jurors had that conversation too.
I'd love to see an executive order come out of your office stopping the prosecution of people like me who, when I leave my house, I carry letters from my doctors attesting to the fact that I am a qualified patient under the New Jersey Compassionate Use Law. Now, without one or the other, I still suffer. You know, I leave my house, I can be arrested at any time almost. You know.
And I hope one of my jurors would just say not guilty and in effect nullify this law.
So what have you been charged with again?
The state of New Jersey wants to give me 12 years for having medicinal marijuana. Now mind you, every day I provide marijuana to people legally here in California. I use marijuana every day here in California medicinally, and I go home on April Fool's Day and I'm arrested.
What's the difference between California and New Jersey law?
California has recognized that marijuana has a medicinal value, and their state statutes have been amended to allow for the medical use of marijuana. Marijuana, under the New Jersey criminal statutes, has not been amended to allow for the medicinal use of marijuana, even though the state of New Jersey has recognized that marijuana obviously has medicinal value. So once again, the law itself is wrong, and that is what I want to present to my jury.
Doesn't New Jersey have a medical marijuana law?
In New Jersey, it's still classified as a Schedule I drug, and they will still put you in prison for marijuana. In January of 2010, 3 months before I was arrested, the state of New Jersey actually legalized marijuana for medicinal reasons.
This was passed on the last day of the Corzine administration. We came in absolutely cold to the issue, and I wanted to make sure we did it right. And in the end, I said during the campaign that I favored people being able to use marijuana for a legitimate medical purpose.
But they haven't amended their laws yet. Their criminal statutes are still calling for me to go to prison. They're still calling marijuana a Schedule I drug, when factually and scientifically, marijuana is not a Schedule I drug just because of the fact that it has a medicinal value. To be a Schedule I drug, one of the things that the substance has to have is no medical value.
How does this law apply to you?
The state can't have it both ways. You can't on one hand, the state on one hand can't call it a medicinal marijuana, and on the other hand, just call it criminal. You know, you can't charge me with criminal marijuana when the state also calls it a medicinal marijuana. And that's what I want the jury to hear. I just want to tell the truth. You know, nothing, you know, the state, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I won't want us to turn into California. I don't want us to turn into other states where this has become really just an excuse for others and for unscrupulous doctors to write prescriptions for people who really don't have the need that you do.
So in 2004, you were arrested in front of Christopher Christie's office when he was a U.S. attorney? I
was protesting Governor Christie's actions, and I was calling him a hypocrite, and I stood outside of his office holding a sign. Basically, I was exercising free speech. I was holding a sign calling him a hypocrite and passing out leaflets explaining why I thought he was a hypocrite. And 3 times, Governor Christie had me arrested. I used to go there every Monday, and 3 Mondays in a row, he had me arrested for calling him a hypocrite. So he doesn't believe in free speech, and he's obviously being a hypocrite once again. And once again, I'm going to fight him. And in that case, I won. I basically won. When I went to federal court, I won on free speech grounds, and I'm going to win again. But I'm going to make the fool's going to be the governor. The fool's going to be the state of New Jersey for having dared arrest me, because I'm taking my case to the jury. My jury is going to feel like I do, that the law is wrong. I thank you for interviewing me. I'd like to, your listeners, everyone, if you want to find out more about this case, go to my website, NJWeedman.com. By the way, do you smoke? No? Oh. Well, I do.